we're over here, Margaret River for Cape to Cape 2019, and you have a ridiculously good-looking bike over here. Tell me about it.
This guy, yeah. We thought, well, Giant and I, the good folk there, we've come up with a bit of a way to sort of mark 10 years since I was diagnosed with cancer.
I remember it well.
Yeah.
2009.
Yes.
The year we met, actually.
The year we met, yeah.
Crushing. We met,
yeah.
and then you got diagnosed with cancer.
I think you gave it to me, maybe. But so that happened then, and then now we're here, and I think it's just a really cool way to kind of mark that occasion.
Yep. So you've got Brendan Johnston hashtag 10 years on written on there a few times. Talk to me about like the concept of the bike, I guess.
Yeah, I think we just I wanted to have that sort of that 10-year mark and kind of highlight it on the bike, and it's something that's it's etched in the paint. It's something that's there and will always be on that bike, and it'll just be special to be able to kind of get on the bike occasionally and sort of I guess remember it in a good light.
And I know it's probably tough, but reflecting back on 2009. How was it? Obviously, like how old were you?
I was 17. Yeah, like last year at school. Bit happening in life, I guess. Like it's a good time, but
we were racing World Cups a few months earlier.
Yep.
In Canada.
Yeah, it was sort of all going to plan, I guess. And like as it's a bit cliche, but everyone says, "Oh, it'll never happen to me," but then it happened to me, and I was sort of
Is it common that a 17-year-old gets diagnosed with testicular cancer? I don't know the stats or anything.
It's not, no. And the particular type that it was super rare and kind of almost unheard of, and it wasn't. It was. They never say you'll be all right. Like you'll get no professional ever says that to you. So I guess for me that was the toughest thing, is like not having any specialist or doctor or
17,
nurse.
this could be it.
Yeah, saying that no one ever said you're going to be right. Obviously family and friends did, but no professional said you're going to be fine and you'll get through it. So that, not having heard that from someone in the know made those next couple of years pretty tough, and I guess, I just had to kind of push on, and I had great friends and family that helped me through.
But you raced Worlds in 2009 still?
Yeah, I had surgery.
In Canberra, in Australia?
In Canberra, in Australia, home Worlds. Couldn't miss it. I had the surgery like the day after we found out, literally in Sydney. A couple of weeks recovery, and then back on for Worlds. But
and then off again.
Cool. And then off for 12 or 18.
It wasn't just like, quick surgery, race Worlds, life goes on.
So we kind of prolonged, I guess, the immediate treatment after surgery, and then got stuck into it after that with several complications, and it wasn't a real fun time, but I don't know.
What did it involve? Because I'm not very familiar, and it's probably not easy to talk about, but what's
well, I had surgery straight up to remove the lump, and that was kind of the initial sort of part of it, and then obviously I had those two or 3 weeks where I didn't do anything, just several appointments and sort of sizing me up, I guess, for the treatment and stuff.
So chemo?
Chemo, and once we got that underway, I had some mad reaction and got airlifted from home up to Canberra at the time. And
so it wasn't a textbook?
No, it wasn't textbook.
Recovery.
I had these minor percentage reactions that they had sort of unseen before to their drugs, but once you sort of got the regime going, it's sort of pretty like a bit of a routine, and you get through it. But
wow. And then how long did that go for?
I think it was about 14 months that I was sort of getting that kind of treatment and stuff, which is long for chemotherapy. It's not an enjoyable thing to have.
And everyone else is doing year 12, going on with
that was the thing.
I mean, pretty much grounded.
Yeah, I had pretty big plans, to enjoy those years, but it sort of put a bit of a dampener on it.
Yeah, and then what was the recovery process like? When did you get the all clear? What's the timeline there?
Yeah, I mean, you don't really ever get the all clear, but they sort of, as the years go on, then you really start to, it gets better and better, I think, the chances of any kind of relapse. So I guess that's why 10 years is sort of a marker that I'm pretty happy to get to, and
totally.
Mark it off with this bike. So.
Well, it's quite ridiculous, and I mean, you came back to the sport, and you're sitting here in an Australian national title, but what was the transition back into training and back into riding like after chemo and after all the treatment and everything?
Yeah, it was pretty slow, I guess. Slower than obviously you'd want. You know, all of us love getting out and training, or maybe not you so much. But
well, I remember when you were just recovering from cancer, or you had just like finished up all your treatment, and you were still smashing me up the climbs, but you had this drive which I just respected back then, and I think that's kind of carried on with your whole approach to life. Like, we were training in Victoria and going up like Arthur's Seat, and you were like, let's just rip it every time. And I just remember that, and I was like, wow, Trekkie has got something in him. And I mean, you've overcome a pretty ridiculous illness with cancer and everything, and then we're out training and you're just like, I'm going to live every day. And yeah,
I think again, it's a bit cliche, but it does like remind you, and I think those around you as well, that that sort of thing can happen to anyone. And I guess for me, I thought I was just going to ride my bike for the rest of my life and go pro or whatever, but it sort of did put that sort of thing into my mind that if that was all I had, then and that happened again, or something happened again, then I need to do something else. So that I sort of took a bit of a different approach to life and everything. And
well, you met your now wife Sue, and then you got engaged and married, bought a house.
Yeah, it snowballed into.
And how old are you?
I'm 27.
Yeah, so it's sort of like turbocharged your life.
It did exactly. I would say that exactly. And I think, I'm really happy with how it's gone, and I found like, falling on my feet with Giant, and just got my cycling career is perfect, exactly what I want. The input is a lot, but it's sort of rewarding at the same time, and it's just at a good level, and it's all going well.
So Cape to Cape, you've been here many years. How significant is this event for you and your whole career, I guess?
Yeah, I think it's I always see it as that it's the one that everyone turns up to pretty much. And when I first came over with some friends like Sean Lewis and stuff, we came over and I got a stage win like the first time we came. And
do you remember what year that was?
I reckon that was 2014 maybe.
Yeah.
It's maybe early 2013.
So 4 or 5 years ago, 6 years ago maybe.
6 years ago, I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess when I got the illness, I wasn't very old, so I hadn't done a lot of elite racing or won any big races. And I remember winning that stage and chatting to Sean, because we'd lost Willow recently as well at that time, so it was sort of all a bit rough. But he said that he and Willie used to talk about it as if you got one good win a year, you could be happy with your year. And I remember him saying that to me after I won that stage. And it may not have, the bunch might have sat up or whatever. However it came, and I was stoked with it. And then from there it kind of just went on, and worked harder, and won it a few times now, a couple of times.
Yeah, Cape to Cape overall, not just the stage win, I guess.
Yeah, a lot of stages over the years. So.
All right, the bike. Talk me through the bike in detail, please.
The bike.
What have we got? We've got
Anthem Advanced 29er. I've been on it a few years, same setup, same build as well, with the XTR.
12-speed XTR.
12-speed XTR. Yeah, I mean...
That's pretty stock. That's probably the only stock bits.
Yeah, that's sort of out of the box. And then obviously the fork and shock from Fox.
It didn't come yellow though, did it?
Didn't come yellow.
How has it come this colour? Like, is it magic or?
No, a good folk from Giant and Sun Graphics put this together and came up with we had probably 20 or 30 options in the design, but we settled on this one with the yellow fork up front to tie it in with this outfit.
I mean the national colours, as well as a tribute to
I think it's 10 years. Making those two things come together is quite cool, and it's sort of you can see it kind of flow through the colours and the little sort of graphics with the hashtag 10 years on, which is probably going to blow up, I'd say.
Well, I'm going to get a sticker and put it on my helmet.
Yeah, to have like obviously Giant, Al Wilson down there, and Ruddy come up, and sort of get these frames organised and organise the paint job and the design. and then to have obviously my brother-in-law Mitch from Pushies to assemble it all a couple of nights ago, ready to fly out. Haven't even ridden it yet. Yeah, it's really special, and it's like I say, it's a really good way to sort of tick that box of 10 years on, and that bike will be around. I'll keep it forever, and yeah, it'll be with me forever.
Totally. And I mean, such a good support network in Canberra.
Yeah, it's fantastic, and obviously the guys at Giant are great as well. So yeah, really looking after me, and something like this is super special.
So it'll probably go on the wall in the pool room.
Yeah, the pool / lounge room. I think it'll be up on the wall there.
With the jerseys.
Yeah, it'll be around forever.
That's awesome. Cape to Cape, good luck. Hopefully the new bike doesn't fall apart on you, and watch out for Neil and I in the race.
We will be keeping a firm eye on Neil and yourself. Strong pairing, I think.
We hope John's got the form and he doesn't get blinded by the beauty of the bike.
No, he'll have the form. Yeah.
Confident. I like how you
yeah, of course.
Yeah. Now that it's like a bit of rivalry, you're like, no, I'm stern here.
Yeah, I mean, well, after you gift us that first stage, I think we'll kick on, and stage 2 will be a
battle.
Solid battle. Obviously, other strong teams as well.
Yeah, I'm just going to try not to get distracted by the bike. No, awesome. So good, man.
Cool, mate.
Give us a hug.
Oh, bring it in. It's a wrap.